What's up guys, just a quick one before we start watching this video. I do just want to put a warning out there. This is a little bit upsetting at times. This is a very personal one to me, and it's about dealing with loss and getting through it, and I didn't know whether to put this out at the time or not. It was a couple of weeks ago now, but we discussed it, and we think this may help some of you who may be going through a similar thing, a similar situation, and realize that it is going to be okay and you are making the right decisions. So with that said, don't worry. By the end of this, hopefully you will also feel a lot better. There won't be too many tears, and you'll have also learned something along the way, because we get back to moving forward. We get back to taking the lumps that life deals us. It will always give us these kicks, it will, and we always just got to keep putting our energy into other things. So you'll see by the end of this video, I travel down to London and we get back, as I've said, to that progressive style of living. This one's going to be focused back on those deadlifts and how I actually hit a new PR, even after feeling a bit shitty and down, and how I went about doing that and how it helps refocus you and gets you back on and being motivated and moving forward with your life. With that said, enjoy the video. Thank you for all the support. You guys were amazing at the time. You know who you are. Hi. It is a full-on winter wonderland outside. And I'm about to take some little mutts on a W. But, Bailey, it's not you. It's Woyo with the old boy. Come on then, we're taking him down by the river. Go, Grandad! Go, go, go! Oh, you're still a pup at heart.
Can't properly easily sit down.
Be a good boy. And then tomorrow, I'm going to take him on another big walk before we head to the vets and see what's going to go down.
I don't know what he thinks he's going to do with this.
Get it! Good lad. Hi! No. Oh my god, well.
Oh no!
Thanks, Grif. Should we see if it'll turn back on and off? So yeah, it was over a year and a half ago they wanted to put him down, and he's been trooping on since then. He's not natty anymore. He's on a bunch of steroids, he's on a bunch of pain medication as well as the cannabis oil, but considering they gave him 3 weeks and it's been 18 months, maybe more. So he's been treated this week. Mum's fed him everything he shouldn't have been eating. Fish and chips.
Roast chicken, McDonald's tonight.
And he's getting McDonald's tonight.
And chicken nuggets.
But by bringing him here when it's so cold, what it means is he can spend longer time here, we can play with him for longer, he can have a better walk. Oh, man down, man down. Okay, coming in. Oh, good boy.
Look at that.
Well, if he falls there, we're buggered. Well.
There you are.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're not here yet, darling. We're not here. This is for you.
Huh?
That'll be your tea.
You have that tonight, and then I will see you tomorrow with cookies for a nice walk. Alright, boy? Good boy. Just need holy water washing over me. I'm just waiting to meet my mum, who's bringing Grif, and we're going to take him on a nice big walk, but it turns out today, today's the day. It's no longer fair to keep the boy going. He can't sleep at night, he's barking all the time, he seems to be in pain a lot of the time. The only time really he seems to forget about it is when he's out on a walk, or obviously there's some treats involved. So this morning I've gone and bought chocolate chunk flapjacks, all for the boy. Today's gonna suck, but I'm gonna spend the next few hours just all about him. And yep. Hey big boy, how are you doing?
Good boy.
Somewhere in time's own space, there must be some sweet pastured place where creeks sing on and tall trees grow, some paradise where love dogs go. For by the love that guides my pen, I know great dogs live again.
That absolutely sucked. That was absolutely it was shit. He went peacefully. I held him. You know, I was in the car with him, literally holding him the entire time. And then we've laid him to rest at my mum's friend's house, where he had a there was a dog called Millie there who he absolutely adored. And she passed away a few years ago. And so we've put them side by side. Lovely area, and that's where we laid him to rest. Buried him there. Ah, fuck! I haven't had to do this before. He was with us 13 years. He was such a good lad. And you think you're going to be all right. You don't know how hard it's going to hit you until you realise that that's it. They're gone. And the worst part of it is with animals, with the pets, is you have to say yes to them being put down. You know, we wanted him to just go in his sleep, but it wasn't going to happen. He was going to keep trooping on. But he was, you know, even at the end of that walk, his legs gave out, and it was only a 10-15 minute walk. It just wasn't fair on him. He was in pain, and it would have been selfish for us to keep him going. But it's never going to be an easy thing to say, yeah, take something I love away from me. It's upsetting. I don't remember the last time I actually cried. If anyone's going through the same thing right now, just live in the knowledge that you are doing the right thing. As long as you've done everything in your power to give that animal a happy life, the longest life it could have been given. Grif was diagnosed with bowel cancer like 18 months ago, and they gave him 3 weeks or less than 6 months. I got him on cannabis oil. It changed up his diet to all just no processed food whatsoever. 18 months he had, and he had a great time. He got to spend time with my dogs, with other dogs. He was able to go on walks all the time up until this point now. You know, he had such a good finish to his life. You cannot be selfish. Remember, it's not just about the quality of life you've given them, but also the quality of life that they have. And a dog that can't stand up on his own or do anything on his own, that's not a good quality of life. And you don't know how much pain they're really in, because they are tough little guys, tough little buggers, and they can't tell you. Cherish them while they're with you, love them at the end, and I hope none of you have to go through this too many times. And that's it anyway. I'm going to check out for the day. I'm going to go, and Mum's coming over to stay at mine tonight, so she's not on her own. Hit her way harder than she expected as well. Everyone was in tears. But then we all start talking about the happy, fun things that they do and the memories they leave you, and that's what you have. You know. Anyway. Thanks for all the support you've been giving me online today. It's been amazing. I appreciate it. And I'll speak to you soon. So yes, there you go. There were many tears, and they carried on a little bit later on, but now we're okay. We've come together as a family unit where, you know, we have those happy memories that will last us a lifetime. And yes, it is like losing a family member. Those little furry buddies of ours, they're part of our family unit. They're part of our being and our soul, and we should never forget them and just appreciate the time we have with them. But a few weeks moving on now, and I get invited down to London to go stay with Sean and his lovely family. They were graciously hosting me down there, and I hit it up at City Athletic Gym with Sean to hit some new deadlift PRs, and this time we're taking a look at how I went about that. So remember, new videos are Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday every single week from now on, with the Crewcast, my podcast, releasing every single Monday, which will also be released as a video feature on YouTube. Links for all of these are in the description already for you, and anything else in this video, plus the entire workout that you're about to see. So enjoy the rest of this video. Thank you all for the support. Appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of the vlog. Right, well, we've got some stuff to talk about, but you can't talk about things unless you feel good, and to feel good, it helps if you look good. So let's go get this mopper top sweetened up. Now we can talk. gotta let us in. It's the point of a road. Ah! Landon. I need a hero. I need a hero with the locks of the gold. And he's gotta be big, and he's gotta be tough, and he's gotta be fast. Photo. Cheese.
Do you want to do your big muscles?
So a lovely little wander through Carnaby. I do like this little bit of London. If you're going to be in London, this is a place you want to come to. Come to Soho. People actually smile here. Right, so you might notice we're not at home anymore. We're in London. I'm here with the boy. Bit of chatting, bit of business, bit of cool things coming your way. So we're planning out like the future of 2018, what we're going to get done and where we're going. Big, some cool stuff. We're bringing back the Viking, maybe. Like a second breakfast, because if you really want to make it, you've got to have 2 breakfasts. We're on with a bit of poached eggs and sourdough, but check this out. So this is this crazy ass, it's like a shot, and it's ginger, cayenne pepper, orange and grapefruit. You've gone through it. You got through half of yours already.
I've been sipping it.
It's bad though, huh? Yeah, it's not. So I've had a sip and it's heaty. The idea of this is, it's cayenne pepper, it's metabolism boosting, it's gut helping, it's so. If you don't know what cayenne pepper is, that's the hot shit. That's like the mustards of pepper. So we'll see it. Bonk, right? Here we go. Cheers. Genuine reaction. Yeah, cheers. Genuine reactions. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, it burns! Oh, it burns!
It's delayed, isn't
my eyes are watering. Oh, I'm crying.
Shit. Wow.
It's like eating a chip. I've turned into Motley.
I like what it's done to your voice.
Oh, turned into a jazz singer. Oh, cayenne bombs. Cry like a man. Okay, so we're here at City Athletic, and today we're going to be practicing on some deadlifts, but we're going to do something a little bit different. As you can see, we've got some serious platforms here. These are proper deadlifting platforms. Not only that, we're going to be using what's also known as a Texas bar, or also the one we're using is called an Ohio bar. We're going to be using that today to see how much progression you can get when you switch from a stiff bar to a more flexi bar. Remember the last time I maxed out, it was kind of like that 4-plate range. Since then I've done 2 working sessions, one around about 80%, aiming for that 3 to 5 rep ranges, and that topped out about 3.5 plates a side. Then I did another session last week where I went back up to that max of 4 plates to see if I could get more than single reps on it. Now I managed to do more than single sets, but the single reps I wasn't able to get more than 2, so there's been no real progression in kind of the ability to lift that maximum load anymore. Today we'll see if we can increase that maximum by changing up the equipment. How much difference does it really make? We'll see. 5 warming sets done. I was using the stiff bar, which is a standard one that you find in most gyms. Now, and this is called an Ohio bar. As you lift, it will flex. It progressively lifts the weight off the floor. So, whereas with the stiff bar, the whole thing moves up as one. Because this flexes slightly, what's going to happen is the inner weights are going to come off the floor first, slowly followed by the outer weights. So what that does is it allows you to get through that difficult part of the motion at the very base of the movement, and then the heavier weight tends to load up just as you're exploding through to that top part of the motion. So in theory, it should help you be able to push past plateaus and lift that little bit more weight. So it's still going to create a nice progressive overload with a heavier weight than you would be able to use using the stiff bar. The downside of it is, if you go to a gym where they don't have one of these weights and one of these bars and you're used to using them and you end up on a stiff bar, the lift is going to feel much harsher. But, you know, this is it. This is where your equipment comes into play. Does it play a factor? We'll see. So now we're going to put it up to that 4 that we got before and see if I can get more than 1 rep. If I can, you know, the equipment plays a big part in being able to help push through those plateaus. I'm going to attempt this without straps first, over-under grip, and see how we get on with that, which I couldn't do before with the 4 bar. That was what let me down. If this moves with no straps, plus no wheel belt, plus that is a huge bonus, because that's going to help improve my grip strength over time as well. If it fails, I'll strap up, then we'll see what happens after that. at my previous max weight with the bendy bar, that feels so fucking smooth compared to the stiff bar. It's just setting yourself at the bottom of that with that bar is so much easier. I'm gonna have to invest in one of these bars. It's so the way forward. And then I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again. Arse slapping, bendy bars, no straps needed, 3 reps, 2 sets. The progression is on its way. If you have not had a go on one of these bendy bars, Texas bar, Ohio bar, make sure that you try and find them. I seriously am thinking about investing in one, just to help myself progress with this movement, because it's such an important movement and one that I'm really neglected for many years. And as always, if you don't invest in yourself, no one will. Right, we've got the rest of the workout to complete now. Let's crack on. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I haven't used straps yet. I'm going to put the straps on. I'm going to put a little bit more weight on. I'm going to see if we can move a little bit more weight. I feel good. Let's try it. Judge yourself by how your body feels on each day. If you feel like you've got a bit more in you, why not try it? I think that's enough pitching for one day. Ooh. 2 different straps. That's it, go. So that's why you need continuity. I was trying to wrap with 2 different straps of 2 different lengths, and it didn't really work. I think I could probably get a better lift with more even straps, but still proud of that today. Now me and Sean are going to carry on. We're going to do some chest and back workouts. We're going to use a couple of unique movements to help you guys that maybe feeling a bit of shoulder impingement, or maybe you just want to try something different because you found that your chest motions have plateaued. We'll help you out with that, yeah? Let's go.
I said, Lordy, they still call, not picking up. I switch phones like I switch shorties, different bras on different months. Seen that y'all made up a story when they asked about where y'all from. I'm still drawing down them 40s, bitch, that's all day. Fuck boy, I got more than they asked for. Russian shows with my mask on, fucking hoes with my mask on. I let a partner tape and I cut a compilation. I got chop as long as they last for. Shotters don't fuck with backboards. They tryna box a layup, you get a box a layup. Big get jammed, switch hands and it's hot potatoes on this sport.
We're going to finish up on some floor presses. And the principle of this is that your elbows are going to touch the floor, so you're fully supported on that negative. You're completely able to focus on that positive drive up. So if you have kind of a shoulder stress or impingement where you're affected on that kind of lower range of the movement, this is going to help you. And also, because the floor is underneath you directly, obviously on a level surface, if you're one of those people that has like a leading side, or you tend to drop a little lower on one side to the other because you've got a slight imbalance, this is also going to help with all of those.
Like 8 p.m., chain pop, 9 p.m., stain glock, 10 p.m., 2 11s on Devin and 12, I'm around that we ain't cop. 1 a.m., Wayne block, 2 a.m., same spot, 3 a.m., with a no name, with a name tag, when the game said they name drop shit. 8 p.m., chain pop, 9 p.m., stain glock, 10 p.m., 2 11s on Devin and 12, I'm around that we ain't cop. 1 a.m., Wayne block, 2 a.m., same spot, 3 a.m., with some no names, with a name tag, when they tired as you all, nigga.
Come on, no, go, come on, use your legs. Up, come on, sit down.
One more. My arms are going to fall off their sockets. One more. One more. Oh, good, man. Push me. Have it. The results of our... That was a hell of a workout. Holy shit. Here's the benefits of training with somebody else who you haven't trained with for a bit, and they have different ideas and they help push you. Adding in those bodyweight movements is a mental stress. It's a mental breaker, like it's a boundary breaker for you to just keep pushing, but physically you're capable of doing it even though you feel like you're not. So mixing up those bodyweight movements with the weighted movements is always going to benefit you. It's going to be one of those, if you're struggling to kind of break through plateaus and you're burning out on the compounds, start adding in some of those functional movements and you'll see
it pushes you. Mentally it makes you stronger, physically it's going to make you stronger, and that endurance level is going to go up. And that was a big thing about today, the endurance of keeping moving, one exercise after the other. So rather than just burning out the chest, we're moving from chest onto back. So each time you're moving back to each muscle group, it's fresh, it's ready to go, there's no excuses. Especially if you're training with somebody else. If you're training with somebody else, your rest time should be the time it takes them to do their sets, not the time it takes both of you to do your sets then have a chat. So I hope you've learned some stuff from this session today. It's been fun, and I promise you, what's coming you're going to enjoy. You're going to learn from it, you're going to be motivated by it, it's going to help motivate me, it's going to help give me new goals, new mindset, and a new time frame to achieve some goals. That's going to be racing, fighting and competing. I'll catch you wherever the hell we turn up next.